The shooting in 2K26 is absolutely insane. Let's talk about it. You know what's great about this 2K? Is that in this 2K, whenever I miss a shot, I get very angry. And in 2K25, if I made a couple of shots in a row and then miss, I'd be like, oh, that's not my fault. It's RNG. Right now I'm shooting 55%. Doesn't really matter. Win percentage is 92%. Doesn't really matter. You might say, well, Marauder, 55% isn't that good. Well, yeah, guys, but I'm shooting stuff like this. I'm shooting from half court, from behind half court. I'm trying to shoot in people's faces like I could in 2K24. Because that's how you get better at the game. You got to kind of test the boundaries earlier so, you can figure out what you can shoot. So I mentioned that I got angry when I missed. In 2K25, I never really got angry when I missed because, it's just part of the game. The skill gap is back, right? There's guys who are shooting 70% from three. Now, if I sat in the corner and only shot wide opens and didn't shoot from half court, didn't shoot in people's faces, and didn't shoot off the dribble, I'd probably be shooting 75% too. But there's also people who can't hit the broad side of a barn. There's people who I've seen are shooting 20%, 15%. There's people who will go 0 for 7 wide open, right? And I'm shooting stuff like this, so of course I'm not going to be shooting 70, 75%. It's just, obviously, the farther you shoot it from, the more people in your face, the tighter, if you're shooting fades from half court, the smaller the green window is going to be, right? It doesn't take a genius to figure that out. That a shot like this has a smaller green window than a wide open catch and shoot in the corner. Right, so if you can't shoot this year, there's nowhere to hide. You can't blame the game. You can't blame RNG. It's just you. And look, it's day one, right? I couldn't shoot my first 4 games. So if you can't shoot now, if you can't shoot in a week, that doesn't mean you're a bad shooter and you're going to be a bad shooter forever. But 2 months down the line, if you're still shooting 45% from 3 on wide open shots, of course, take a little accountability, watch a couple of videos, and get better. So if you're new to the channel and you don't know who I am Marauder. I'm a semi-pro player. Marauder, what does that mean? Basically, I played a lot of tournaments. If the 2K League came back, I think I'd have a decent chance at making it. But, that's neither here nor there. I don't want to sound arrogant, but yeah, last year, 2K25, made like 10 grand in winnings playing the game competitively. So I'd like to think I know what I'm doing a little bit. Again, not trying to sound like a dickhead. I'm just saying this to, provide a little evidence for why you might want to hit the subscribe button. So in the future, in the next week, we're going to do a build video. We're going to do a jump shot video. Once I really start to get jiggy, once I start to really get moving, you see, I can't really dribble right now. I'm kind of slow. Now, I'm not a bad dribbler, but not elite. I'm not super quick like I want to be. So we're going to do a dribble tutorial video. We're going to do like an all-around shooting video. And then we're also just going to do kind of a secret to 2K26 because there's a lot of Easter eggs in the game. But yeah, if you guys wouldn't mind hitting that sub button if you're new, if you want to get better, my channel is catered to the best people in the game. The 12,000 people subbed to me right now are all the 12,000 best players in the game. I'm being a funny guy right there. I'm not actually being serious. But anyways, I'm just kind of yapping now. But yeah. Thing I like about this game is if you're wide open, I'm not scared about RNG hitting, right? I've had games where I go 1 for 8 and you can't blame 2K. It simply means I was timing my jump shot wrong. 2 games later, I'll be shooting 6 for 7. It's like, that's how I have to release it earlier or later. You can't blame 2K. And what I love about it is that you can train yourself. There's no limit to how good you can get at the game so far as shooting goes, right? They're not going to cap your shooting. I can go 11 for 11. I know I can go 11 for 11. I went 7 for 7 on the first day. You know what I mean? So I love that about 2K. We all bash 2K in 2K25. Let's give 2K a little props. So far, the game looks really good. I'll talk about bump steals and the lack of bump steals, the lack of defense a little bit in a future video, but right now for day one, the game looks great. I had a lot of fun. Let me know what you guys think of 2K26 so far. Let me know what video you guys want next. I love you all. Peace out.